Okay, so under handouts, I've got a handout. You can follow along if you get behind, frustrated, or you can come back later and just use the handouts to do this. All right, so what is Fusion 360? Most of you know this, but I'm saying, we're going to overview, we're going to say, what is CAD? Using a camera and view cube and understanding the basics. And then we're going to go much more than that. And that's understanding the basics is going to be doing most of it. Computer means computer-aided drafting. The very first computer-aided drafting programs literally were just circles and squares. I mean, they were very, very simple, but it was so much faster. Then Fusion 360, we use it because, one, it's free to students. It's extremely powerful. If it was just a CAD program for drawing, that's like saying it's just a book when it's really a library. It does a lot more. We won't gut into everything. I could teach this for 2 years, and we would never teach the same thing twice because it's that elaborate. All right. When you work in this, in the basics, this is our work area. Okay. This is the toolbar. We're going to do most of our work inside toolbar. And the browser is where we're going to find everything. It's right underneath here. So if you haven't already, start up Fusion. I'm going to start mine up. But just like I said, this is the work area. This is the toolbar. This is the browser. Sometimes it's hidden out of the way, so just remember there's where it is. All right? If you would, open up Fusion and get to this step right here. That way I know when we're ready to roll. Raise your hand once you got it, guys. What I basically do is, once we get most people, then we get everybody else. So we got a bunch of folks. Tao, let us know when you've got it. Noah, Philip, Sam, Tate, Harry. Raise your hand once you got it up there. All right, let me look down there. Should we open it up? If you already have it open, let's open it up. Open up Fusion 360. We'll do it together. Now, I'm also running a PC on another machine. Which next time I'll hook up the internet and I can make myself a presenter and we can look at both computers, both the PC and the Mac version. Right now, you're seeing the Mac version. Set it up now, great. All right, well, what we got, since we got most people, a lot of people. Mateo, what's going on? Mateo, raise your hand. I got to see if you can hear me. All right, good. All right, now, let's go ahead and get through it. Let's get started on this. Comments, we can save comments about our project, but we're not going to do it right now. All right, so let's look up here. We're going to create, putting everybody's hands down because I'm going to ask you to raise your hands once you've done this. We're going to create a box. All right, there's extrude, there's that, and there's modify. So we're going to go down to box. There it is. And then we're going to do it to the floor of this. Select a plane. And it's going to say place the first corner, the next corner. All right, but look, it's in millimeters. Oh no, I don't want it in millimeters. I want it in centimeters. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to go over here to document settings. Remember, I open and close these with this. I'm going to change the units to centimeters. I'm going to say OK. All right. Now I'm good in centimeters. So now when I go to create, again, box, bottom of this, click one corner, another corner. I could have specified the sizes right there. Notice my sizes right there here. So I'm not going to worry about the height. But I'm going to make these each 3.5 centimeters. All right, now say I said, oh man, I realize right now I want to make that 3.5. So I'm going to go to modify, press pull. Down the road, start learning the shortcut keys. In this case, press pulls Q and F gives nice cool corners. So let's do press pull. So press pull, it says select where you're going to press and pull. That's this. I could press more than one, but let's just say that. Now I could type in the distance I want to press it, or I can grab it. That's 3. I can put 5 right here. All right. Go ahead and make that square for me, that cube. Raise your hand when you've done it. Again, you start off, change your units here. So my units are centimeters. Go to create, box, and then modify, push, pull. Raise it once you've done it. All right. Okay, I got a fair number of people. I got about half my class doing it. If you don't have the software installed, raise your hand or you can't run it, so we're not waiting on you. I just want to make sure I'm giving everybody a chance. Let me go down and ask guys. Must update computer to install, still setting up. Where are the dimensions again? 3.5 by 3.5 centimeters. Now, if you look under handouts, I've got them both here. So even if you get behind tonight, go through the handouts. You'll be good. How do you change the centimeters? Sure, I'll show you right now. Just go over here where it says document settings. I'm going to open it. I'm using that pull down arrow and change it here. And you can change it. It'll pop up across the screen, which to me is a little annoying. I wish it popped up right there, but that's where it does. All right. Let's go on to the next step of this then. But do you get to document settings if it's not opened up? Oh, did you see? Okay, thank you, Mateo. All right, yeah, but do you get to document settings if it's not open? Right over here. There it is. All right, now, and there's also change active units right there. All right, now, while we go on, let me go on to the next part of this. All right, so now let's go to modify. Okay. I'm sitting here, my. I'm going to hit fillet. This is an F. Oh, pardon me. It's going to select the edges. And just start off with the simple ones here. There's all kinds of. All right. And put one here, 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 here. If I want to get around the back side of this, right over here up at the top corner, I can grab and turn my whole thing over around. So there, there, there. Turn around some more. There. So I've gotten all these corner sides picked. This is 11 sides. I'm missing something here. All right, there we go. Now, once I have that, let's go back up to home over this way. So it looks like that. Okay. And then I'm going to make it 0.35. Not 3.5, but 0.35. Constant radius. I say okay, and there it is. Okay. So again, what I did, I went to modify. Wait a minute, cancel. I went to fillet. I selected all the sides and put in 0.35. And I got around here by up the top corner here, there's this little cube, and it works really great. Really helps me get back to where I am. Reminds me what X, Y, and Z is, and as useful as can be, in my opinion. Remember, Y's coming here, Z's here, X is here. A little bit different when you really think. I always think X and Y are going to be on the bottom and Z's coming out, but it's not. All right. You've got it? All right. All right. Again, over here, document settings, units, change the default units to millimeters. I'm going to make this to see what this does to it. So that changes the settings to millimeters. If I want to change it, go back to there, centimeters. Okay. All right. Now, watch what you're doing. Even if you're just still setting up, I'd rather you watched, and then as it's setting up, you can, if you can do that. And also remember, download the handouts. So we have that. All right, so we have this, and then we're trying something new here. We're going to create a hole. This is kind of cool. You're going to create a hole. So we click on that hole, and then we're going to take the top surface. It's in that plane right there. And you can change the diameter, depth. It really don't matter to me. So just all we're trying to do is teach you how to do this stuff. Say okay. And now we have a hole. Now understand something. Let's take a look at our panning. If you have a Windows machine and you hold the mouse down, it'll allow you to pan it around and around. On a Mac, just grab the hand down here and I can do it like this. I can all do zoom to fit, which is also F6 on a Windows machine. Learning how to do all these things with keystrokes is really just means you know what you're doing. You can go much faster. So there it is. And and if you just go down to there, one of them, you can zoom around. Let's get out of that orbit, and I can grab it and circle it all around. So there it is. Okay. And if I go zoom to fit, click there, it's going to give me, so it fits in there, I get plenty of views. I don't care if you're using Tinkercad or Fusion 360 or Inkscape or VCarve or SolidWorks or whatever it is. The closer you can get it, the more detailed, learning these keystrokes, you're going to do a lot better work faster. And in fact, if you go to work at a business company, when you do spreadsheets, they want to see how much you use the mouse. They don't want you to see you using the mouse very much. They want to know that you know the shortcuts. All right? Same thing here. Now, one more thing. So we've used create, we've used modified, and then we have change workspace. Check this out. Go to render. That's going to do this. Now, render is kind of cool because you can go into setup. Remember, I'm in render here in case you're looking. I'm going to go setup. I'm going to go physical materials. Now, those may be up over here. Where's my physical materials? Oh, let me see over here. I'm in my physical material. See, I'm looking for the dialogue. I don't know where my physical materials went. There it is. Sometimes it's not obvious. All right, so you go into physical materials. I'm going to go up in here. Okay, I'm using close that. Let's try again. See, I've got two open, and so my last one, oh, that's it right here. So let me get the right one. So let's go model, render, setup, physical materials. There they are. I was in the old one. I'm going to go back to their ceramic, new glass. You can do liquid, water. Just grab it and you push it over there. You do this next time. Take it, drop it in there. That's water, and that doesn't look that great. Let's go down here. Say I'm doing, you even have different grades of aluminum so it looks realistic. Let's say anodized red. There it is. All right, so you can get into all kinds of details, making this look very, very real. Here's wood. Here's ABS plastic. Looks like a bit of PVC. And there's stone as well. There's marble. Some of it looks better than other ones. Here's wood. And I mean, you can just see, you can play with everything. Here's oak. And there it is. All right, there's oak. And then if you want, once you have that, you got appearance. And you can start doing things like that. You can add your own appearances. You can add your own paints. Look at this. So if I go to paint and go to glossy, black. Now, why would I do that after making wood? Makes no sense to me either. Granted, but it does let you. But it does allow you to start painting and planning things out in a really cool way. So go ahead. And then once you got a render, you can always go back and go back to model, right where we started. But there it is rendered. And you can drop lighting on it. You can do all kinds of really amazing things. And you can do things where you tell it to print it. We'll talk about that a little bit later here. All right, there's extruding. Everything's case sensitive here. All right, great. We can print all this off, by the way. All right, raise your hand when you've gotten that going. And I'm going to just real quick in a minute go back through the PowerPoint, review it again. So if you missed it, don't worry. I'm going to go through it and get it. I also do what my pacing is like for everybody. While you're waiting, if you've gotten it to this part, go ahead and download those two things under handouts. Fusion 360, so you have it, and the shade profile. Okay, I only have 3 people at this point who are telling me they got square, which is fine. I don't mind. Let's take some time. I'd rather we get it all done. Now notice, this is untitled here. And there's a blue one that was made. So I suppose I should be saving these now. I'm going to get rid of both of them, not saving either one of them. So I guess it don't matter. All right. Give you all a minute or two here. Okay, how do I do the whole again? Okay, wait a minute. Wait, I didn't even worry about the dimensions of my hole. I just went to the default dimensions. We can do things like this: inspect, measure. Loop 6.9, precision. Wow, I mean, you really can start getting wild with this thing. That length is 2.8 centimeters. We can start playing with all these things. All right. So, not really too much. I'll give it to you. I'm going to go through the PowerPoint with you guys all one more time. So let me jump on that. Let's do that now. So, first launch. We'll move everybody over so we can see this. You can zoom. You can scroll with the 2-finger scroll kind of thing. If you have a Windows, you can push the window down. I'm going to back to Windows machine, so we'll be having those next year too. All right. Also, remember at the bottom of the screen is where we can do it all right down here. It doesn't show it on this one, but it'll be right down there. All right, we're going to create. We created a box. There's a square here. We're in that plane. Click and drag. There's 2 points to make the box. Don't worry about this. You can type in them right here and here. Then they're big into pulling this down and making stuff and going press, pull, right clicking and pulling it up like that. we went up there and made the box that way, or you can do modify and press pull. All they're trying to show you is, let me go pull it back up. Okay, if you go like this, press pull's right there. See how the blue thing points to things? Now I'm press pulling, and I can go off this side, and I can pull it out like this. All right. That's all I wanted to see on that. Let's keep going. All right. Then, if you select the edge, select all 12 of the edges, put a radius of 0.23, and then you're set to go. I'll fix that slide. It's a little confusing. All right, there we go. Okay. Then you make a hole. If you go under, so if create was a box, right? Modify is a hole. And all we did was just a simple default values on the hole. And extents, you can make it all. This one was distance, but you can make it all, which would make a bigger hole. And 1.5 centimeters. So if you really want to know the dimensions, go ahead. And you're going to get a hole all the way through there. Mine wasn't, because I wasn't playing with it that much. But if you want to change that distance to extents to all, then when it comes out, and you got your sample box. And then we can render it, and that's what we were doing it. A sketch can be important in Fusion 360. We're going to do that in a minute. Now, let me show you something I didn't show you, although I want to make sure everybody sees. If in doubt, you see this little, down here at the bottom by the comments, I got this comments line, which I'm just going to put it up out of here. But right here, this can show you step by step what you did. Sometimes it, all right, let me, for some reason, Fusion 360 wasn't agreeing to move, but this little time piece will move it for you. So you can go like, just like that. And you'll see it move over time. It's the wildest thing. All right. So you have that to play with it. Going, it was like 1F. Yeah, Laura, you are quite a bit late. Don't worry, download the file and download presentation. I'm also recording this. You can watch it in the beginning of that. All right. Let's go back what we're going to do next. Let me do one thing before we do that, though. I'll launch a poll here real quick. I find getting started with software, I go a little bit slower and want to go over things a couple times so everybody feels like they've got it, because you'll never get to the next step if you don't understand what's going on. All right, 73%. Come on, folks. Let's get this voted so we can go on. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close poll. Show results. So far, pacing seems like it's doing decent. All right, now, let's go over to here. We're going to go back to model on this, and we're going to file new designs. So I get you to do that. And then insert attached canvas. The attached canvas is this. Oh my goodness, let's make sure I've hidden this up right. All right, good, sure. Shade profile, make sure you downloaded it. That's this thing right here. See right there? Doesn't look like much, but it's the profile of a shade. We're going to make this in a moment. Okay? So make sure we have it. Okay. So let's go back. All right. You're going to attach it to the canvas. So you're going to select an image and choose opacity and drop it on the front page. I'll do this together in a minute. So what we're trying to do is get to this. All right. We're going to learn about calibrating in a minute. Let's see if we can get everybody to this stage. So let's go back up here. I'll show everybody one more time, and then we'll do it together. Let's go File, New Design. Make sure you're back in the model. That's this part right here. Do Design. And then we're going to do import the sketch versus insert attach canvas. We're going to select the image, choose shade profile. That's what you download. Ensure the opacity is 50%. Click on the bottom of the plane. Make sure you can see everything. And then rotate the sketch 180 by dragging the dot here. So wherever that dot is, drag it up to here. So it's going to be, so you see it like this. You want to be using the top-down view. All right, so let's just do that all together. So we go here. I'm going to get rid of these two. Do you want to save changes? No. Don't save for me. Don't save for me. Don't save. You can tell I've been building this a couple times, right? All right. So up here would be new design. It's untitled. All right. Then I'm going to insert attached canvas. Looks like this. Well, I'll insert SVG. Okay. So you can do all these different things in there, guys. We will never be able to get. These are different components. So you get their CAD drawings, you get a manufacturer parts. It's impressive what you can do with this. So I'm going to attach canvas. It's going to select one. Let's try that again here. Insert, attach canvas. First, all right, we're going to select the face. Select the image. I'm going to go downloads. Here's a JP shape file. All right. Opacity is 50%. Say OK. All right. Now the problem is it's like this. Let's try that. And it's the wrong way we want to go. So we want to go 90 degrees. No worries. I'm going to go here. Well, don't like it did that. So let's do it again. Let's go back to Hudson. So insert. Click this plate here like I just did. Select image. Shade profile. Say OK. Now I'm going to use this to zoom in on it. I'm going to grab this dot. I want to just flip this thing. All right, let me go ahead and drop this like this. Playing with this a little bit. Okay. Distance Y, angle. I'm going to make it 90 here. Let's just do this. I may be wrong at the end here, but I think that'll work. Okay. Well, the right idea just got a little bit off. I'm still not where I want this to be. So let me just, sometimes it's easier just to go, okay, what do I need to go back on? And the good news is I'm practicing to get better at this. So select the face. You know, they said pull it over here. I'm going to drop it like this. Then I'm going to take my image, shade profile, say okay. Say okay. Let's do the top. That didn't work so well for me. Sorry, guys. Let's go back here. Try it one more time. Sorry. All right, just an attached canvas. Select the planar face. There we go, right there. Select the image. Shade profile, right there. Then, this went pretty well the first time I did. I don't know why it's giving me such a grief now. Move it back to 0. XYZ angle scale. Let's try this. Okay. If I do that, it's probably going to be at the wrong angle. So let's try this. There we go. Took a little bit, but there's 90 degrees. Just flip it to 90. All right. Change the units to, might be, let me see what we call the units for when I go with this. There's the canvas shade profile. Kansas. So that's what it's showing. There it is right there. And we can, all right. So get it like that at some point. I'll do it with you guys again. Go ahead. Edit. Undo. So I'm going to go insert, attach canvas, opacity. We'll get to that. Select the face. Remember, go up here and start it here at the bottom of here. Click here. Select the image. Shade profile. Open. I think we said 90 degrees. 90. All right. And I'm not sure why I did that, but it did. Thank you very much. Let's go to top view. All right. Okay, let's go back over this way since I've done that. Okay, now, so we just did that attached canvas. We selected the image, shade profile on the bottom, zoom in so you can see it, rotate the sketch by 180, my bad. You can drag the dot over there by rotating or just put 180. It should be straight down like this. When you make sure you're at that top view, and you have the top view, okay? Now we're going to zoom in and start getting the dimensions. The dimensions are going to be in millimeters this time. We didn't change them. There's shade profile. You're going to click over there once you have it. Click on calibrate, and then you're going to mark one end here, one end there. That will set the bottom of this drawing to 135. So you're going to calibrate with what the picture's doing. So let's go ahead and do that. We do it on time because I work on this stuff all night if you'd let me. All right, here we go. See if I can do it quickly this time. All right, so we're going to go in here, insert, attach cabinets. Select image, shape profile. This is 180. Oh, I want distance. I want the angle. That's where I made my mistake last time. 180. Okay. Not good. Now I'll go ahead and top. There we are. When I hit top, it's right there where I want to be. Now I'm going to zoom in. See where that says right now? This is what's going to be different, so everybody watch. There's my shade profile, my canvas. Come on. All right, now we've got that. Let's go back here real quick. Challenge that. Yeah, go back to shade profile. I should be able to pull that up. Let me, why did that? Pull it back over there. Whoops. Shade profile. And I should have a choice. Under shade profile, yeah. Where it is. Trying to find calibrate. I don't know what I've done. Oh, come on. We have to calibrate this size. And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now what's going on. Usually you should be able to pull that up right here. Like, I'm not sure why I'm not able to calibrate this. Because we want to get this side and this side to 180. I will need to figure that out when we come back next week. I apologize. I was figuring I could come down. When we made the slides, we were able to do this. Let me go back over here. I'm going to look and see if I'm just doing something stupid, which is always in my capability. All right. All right. Edit canvas, calibrate. Let's go back to create selection set. There it is, shade profile. In the shade browser, right click shade profile. And I should get this, calibrate. See if that happens on your PCs, folks. Let's see if everybody's looking at questions on this. I apologize. Good, I'm glad you found it. All right, great. All right, is anybody else getting when you do under when you click on shade profile, you're getting this? Because I got edit canvas, calibrate, replace camera advantage, delete, show, hide. And that should be under shade profile. Let me do one over here real quick. I'm going to see if on a PC it works. No, let me see. I'm just going to select anything. I don't care. Hopefully I got some ones. I'm going on my PC right now just to go to pictures. Select anything. Okay, right click. That's where I made a mistake. Sorry. Here we go. Annoying. So if you go into right click here, then you're going to hit calibrate. That's what I did want to show you that. So we're going to start here. Go over, zoom out a little bit here. And then we're going to make this one. See, that's really small. 6.1375. We're going to do 135 millimeters, which is going to make this a lot bigger. See that? So you're going to have to zoom out. It's bigger. So right click on this. This is where I need to write down. Right click on calibrate. I don't know if it was changed since we used it. We did the 2 markings. Boom, boom. Once you've entered the value, you'll need to zoom out very far to see the sketch. All right, now it's calibrated the right size, so it's really going to fit your drawing. Move your axis, move your canvas so the axis aligns. So you want to get this all in the center. And then add it to canvas, and then we can get rid of the shade now around the squares so the lines are lined in your workspace. We can get that done. It should be all lined up here in a minute. And that's kind of the goal, what we'll come back to when we get here. Then you're going to create a sketch. We're going to use this in it. And the goal, let me just show you where they end because we're about out of time. I'm sorry, I know I promised I won't keep people late. But we're going to end up drawing that lamp out. And then pull it out. And make that. So it's really very cool. So, okay, that's what our goal is going to be. And we'll get started when we come back Monday. Are there any questions? Yeah, you right-clicked that, and so I had to right-click, and that's what I discovered as well. So good job. Glad it worked. See, it's just a little thing. Used to be click, now it's right-click. That was a mistake I didn't catch earlier. So I apologize. Okay? And changing the 180 degrees on the Z-axis. Let's go back to really a couple things there that was a little bit slow. I'm going to make sure you guys come out of this. I'm going to do another one. New design. My old design's still there. So when you see up there, new design, just so you understand how this works. Insert, attach canvas, which is a fancy way of saying like a painting. Put on the face there. Select my image. Boom. I select that. Open. Then I change the angle to 180 degrees. I said OK. I went up here to my cube because it wouldn't make sense. But if you hit the top now it's right there. That's fine. I'm rushing right here. Let's go. Wait a minute. Let's go back here. That's not what we want. So, all right. Then I can switch degrees here. Let's do it. All right. Just for the sake of speeding this up. Then once I have canvas, shade this, right click on it, I do calibrate. Click here to here. I would get much closer so I know it's dead on because what I'm about to do is going to change the size of this. When I mean dead close to it, I'd zoom in it. So I'm right on my pencil marks. What's cool is you can take a picture of anything you want. We could do this to it. Then hit 180 millimeters. Oh, except that's bigger than I wanted to calibrate it. So, nice. Zoom out. You need to calibrate that again because it's 135 millimeters. No problems. We're going to right click it, calibrate it into here, make it 135 millimeters. There you go. So now this thing in here is going to be 135 to 135, just like you're drawing, so you know you've got it. All right? That's all. It's 9 o'clock tonight. We won't go any farther. We'll draw this all out. We'll start playing with it and start making it. Okay? Any other questions? Good job, Abigail. All right. If not, you all have a great evening. And I will see you either Saturday. I'll see you partially Saturday. Mr. Rudolph and some other folks will be there as well. And next Thursday but next Monday we'll have another webinar. Mr. Troy will be doing webinars down the road. Right now, he's helping me out a lot with Amazing Mechatronics. All right? Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.